What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I have to do some water culture maintenance, so I figured let's do it together. Uh, the ones I'm going to work with today are my Aglaonema rotundum and my Aloe hybrid. All right, so this one seems to have a lot more that needs to be done, but it's really kind of cool because it's getting ready to bloom. And I haven't had my Aglaonemas bloom before. This one is in a north-facing window in water culture. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is take it out of the container and start inspecting the roots. This has a very, very, very healthy root system, and it's been growing in water for many, many months. Can't remember exactly how long it's been, but it's been a long time. First thing I'm going to do is take this water because it's got algae and debris, and I'm going to dump it into this other cup that I have waiting here for me. Okay. And now let's take a look. First thing I'm going to do is look for any roots that have not done well. If anything looks dark or is mushy, see the end of this one here is a little mushy. So I'm going to take that off. Okay, and look for anything else. This one has a little bit of a mushy thing, a mushy tip. I don't see anything else. This one is doing relatively well. This one here has a mushy tip. So let me remove that one. I have another one here. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera. And so yeah, I'm just going around looking for anything that's translucent and soft and removing it, but most of these roots are very healthy. Okay, there is some more in here that don't look so good, but in general, the roots are very healthy. Very, very nice root system. These do great in water culture, as you can see. Next thing I'm going to do, now that I've gone through the roots, just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. New root here, it's doing really well, as you can see. Next thing I'm going to do is go around and look at the leaves that need to come off. If I can pull them back and pull them off like this one, they come off relatively easily. This one too can come off easily. And this one here just came right off. So that's good. These guys can come off too. See, they're dried up. Just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. And this one here. All right. It's looking pretty good. I don't see anything else that needs to be done. Now, again, when you first start out transferring a plant to water culture, you're going to have a lot more roots and a lot more leaves that you're going to need to remove because they're adjusting, they're acclimating, so that it's going to take some time. A lot of times they shed their roots, their leaves start to suffer. But since this has been in water culture for quite some time, it's doing just fine. So everything else looks good. Look at how beautiful these leaves are. My God. Look at this. Let me get closer so you can see. I don't know if you could see that pink, the pink veining. Look at this. So pretty. And we're going to have a bloom. I'm excited to see that. All right. And this one plant is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plants all bunched together that came out of the same rootstock. So I could separate these if I wanted to and sell them off, but I like how bushy this is, so I'm just going to keep it like this for now. All right, so I'm going to put this back in its cup. Make sure all the roots are in there. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Okay. Next I'm going to do is take my water. This is clean, fresh water. I'm going to pour it in to the cup so it's just covering the roots. Okay, I'll do this with you. Oop, I'm spilling it everywhere. Hope you guys can see this. I can't see from your perspective right now. Okay, so as you can see, it's covering all the roots. Beautiful, beautiful. And now I'm going to take my orchid fertilizer. I took 1 scoop in 8 ounces of water. And that's not necessarily the recommended dosage, but I'm only going to put like 10 drops of this in here. So it's going to be very diluted feed. And I'll just keep topping this off until I need to replenish the water, until I need to swap out the water like we just did. And it's like once a month. I've been doing this like once every 2 months at this point because this is well acclimated. So I'm just going to put in my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could put in more if I wanted to. I don't feel the need to. This plant does just fine, obviously, with 10 drops. And again, it's a very diluted orchid fertilizer. It's Better Grow orchid fertilizer. And we're done with this one. I'm going to put this one back on the window, and it'll do just fine until next month. Okay? Done with that. Now the aloe. Aloes don't necessarily need a lot of feed, so I'll probably only put 3 to 5 drops in here. But let's take this one out and see what these roots look like. I'm going to pour out this water into my water to be disposed of. And let's take a look at the roots. All nice and firm, as you can see. The tips are all growing. I don't see any dead roots. This one is dead. Now this one died all the way up. So I disinfected these scissors with hydrogen peroxide right before the video. So I'm going to go all the way up because the whole root is no good. All the way up and cut it. Okay. Get rid of this puppy like that. And there's a little piece left behind. Let me see if I can cut that off. There we go. Okay. Oh, this one too. See this? Very, very soft. And I know that Haworthia and aloe, things like that, they do reabsorb a lot of their roots from time to time. It's just something that they do. Let me see if there's any. These guys are no good. These older roots. So I'm going to take them off. This one's okay. This one is no good either. Okay. So all the rest of these look good. They're healthy, newer roots. They're still growing. And I think we're good. Now I'm going to look at the leaves, okay? There is a leaf in here. You can see that these 2 leaves in there are dried up. So I'm going to take this one off first. That came right off. Now I'm going to take this one off. That one came right off. And I'm going to try to clean up some of these old leaves that are just kind of clasping the base of these aloes. Okay, good enough. So I think we are good. Oh, wait, I found an old root here that needed to come off. And on this side too. Okay, so I think we're good. We've got nice root growth. Been in water culture for many months as well. And the plant is doing well. New leaves, everything. So now I'm going to put this back in its container. And I'm going to take some of this fresh, clean water that we have. I'm going to pour it back in. All the way up to almost the base of the plant. Put this over here so you can see where it is. Right at the base of the plant where the roots are coming out. And I'm only going to put about 5 drops of my orchid fertilizer because I like orchid fertilizer. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And there we are. We are done. Okay. So, just a little quick tutorial on what I do for my water culture plants. And as you can see, they're doing great. Loving life, even blooming for me, which has never happened before. And look at these gorgeous leaves. I love them. Beautiful. If you have any questions on water culture for any of the plants that you see on my channel or any plants in general, just let me know and we can discuss. Ordinarily, what I would also do is I would run the roots under the water before I put it back in and rinse out the container because I want to just clean out everything that's in there. I don't have a sink here, so couldn't do it. It's not going to really pose much of an issue right now because there's not a lot of rot going on. but it definitely would help keep the rot to a minimum if you flush out your vessel, clean out your vessel, and just rinse your roots before you put them in the fresh water with the fresh feed. Same thing with your succulents, same situation. Beautiful aloe, I love this plant. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell if you want to be notified, and I will see you in the next video.